this edition of the In-House Musician. Today we will be looking at how to install a new neck on a guitar, which I get asked about a lot, building guitars. I put together quite a few guitars. This body is by a company called Warmouth, and the neck is also by Warmouth. So first thing you have is the body. I'll send a link. This is a company called Stu McDonald. They specialize in luthier supplies and all sorts of guitar supplies. So in here, what I ordered to go along with it was some of the things you will also need. So I have a new set of tuners. These are 6 in a line, which is what I need for this type of neck. And this is the right size screws. Atlas, can I have that piece? So the screws are countersunk for this, which is the back plate. And there's also a thing right here for the string tree. I don't know if you can see that. That's for the string tree. So I'm going to put these to the side. These we're going to be doing later. That's all at the very end. So right now what we're going to do is, I just got this in the mail. I'm going to hope that everything is okay because unfortunately it showed up like this. Something happened when it got shipped. That's not Warmouth's fault. That was just something in the mail. So we're going to hope that nothing is wrong with the neck. So here we go. We are opening the neck.
Yeah.
Just to the side. And unboxing. So it comes with, talks about returns, and this just says what I got. Hold on one second. This is a custom neck. So I have gotten a, wait daddy, a Telecaster vintage modern construction. It's roasted maple, which is what I wanted. It's the nut width is 1/11/16, which is standard. I went with a 59 round back. That's the back of the neck and how it feels, which is what I wanted. And it's got 6105 fret wire, which is my favorite. And that's about it. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Guys, you ready? Okay.
Hi, I'm Atlas.
So we are about to open the neck for the very first time. Hopefully there was no damage to it. One of the reasons I like getting necks that are made out of, or I should say that are roasted, is they're more sturdy for different weather. So you won't have to worry about adjusting the truss rod usually as much.
Yeah.
So we are opening it up.
Yeah. Hello.
And this is what it looks like. Can you see it? So it comes with just a sticker and some information about Warmouth. I have a bunch of those.
Can I have a sticker?
Sure. Now, I will say, I had the nut already pre-installed. You don't have to do that. Some people decide not to, but I have decided to already get a pre-installed nut, which is what I like to do. It's just one less thing I have to do, and it's only about $30, so it makes it pretty easy. It's got the skunk stripe on the back. You can see here. It's got all the details about it. They do an amazing job on the frets. It's hard to tell exactly how it feels yet. It'll feel a little different on the neck. Now, on the next video, or during this video, I'm going to show you how to install the tuners. And I will probably, I tend to stain just the neck. With this material, you don't actually have to stain it at all. You can just leave the wood like this, but I do like to put something just on the headstock. It just brings out the grain a little more. So I'll be doing that shortly. But essentially, the next step after all that is you take the neck.
Yeah.
And I'll do this after, and this fits right in.
Do this after.
Like that. And then you will just put the neck plate and the screws, and that is how it sits on there. But again, I will do all the final finishing after, but that's what it'll eventually look like in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Addie, can you move over? When everything is done. So sit tight, and in the next little clip, I will be working on the neck. Okay, so I have moved to my music room, and this is where I'm going to do the staining of the headstock for the new neck. This is what I'm going to be using. It's tung oil. It's used for all types of wood surfaces. I've used this for a long time. I'll usually do 2 or 3 coats, kind of depends. And then what I have is a little rig here just with a string where I'm hanging it like this, so that once I put it on, I can leave it hanging, and I'll just leave it I have a little spot in my room where it'll just hang like this and dry, and I don't have to worry. I'm using just a cloth. This one's been used before, but it's still fine. I have some other clean rags, and pretty much I will just put my finger like that, tip it over, and now it is on here, and once I get it on here, I just literally apply it really gently just by rubbing it in. And you can see it like that. It's a very thin kind of shine. You can see it already glittering. And I will just rub it in everywhere that I want. And once you start doing that, you really will start to see the grain coming out. Now, I like doing it very thin. I don't want to have a lot. You don't want it to bunch up or get stuck. I'll do it all the way around. And I'll just rub it in. Now, I'm not doing it on the back. I'm not doing it on where I'm actually going to be playing. I don't like that feel. You could. I'm just doing it just on the headstock, and it'll soak in really, really fast. I would suggest doing this with a window open. Doesn't smell bad, but it does smell like varnish. Yeah, that's fine for now. So, you can already see it. This is the part that doesn't have any, it's sanded, and this is now with it on. And I'll repeat that probably a couple more times. I'll give it about 10 minutes to dry, and then I'll do it again. Maybe do that, like I said, 2 or 3 times, and then I'll be on to the next step. Hello there. It's been another day, and the neck is ready to put on the tuners. This is done drying from the other day, and I will be drilling the tuners into the back. I'll try to talk through it, but I might fast forward as I'm doing it. I will just be videotaping it. These are the tools that I have. I have a hammer, screwdriver. This is your drill bit. I use these sometimes when I have to push in the bushings, and obviously you need the tuners. One trick that I've learned along the way that's very important is with your drill bit. If you have some tape, what you do is you measure exactly the distance and you put the tape to there so that when you're drilling into the wood, you're not going to go too far, because this piece here is rather thin, and if you don't have it marked, you could potentially drill a hole right through. You obviously don't want to do that. So this guide, you drill it down just till you get to the tape, and then you stop and you pull it back up. So this is a good little tip a friend of mine showed me if you don't have a drill press or anything like that. So we're gonna get started in a second. I'm gonna just adjust the camera, and here we go. in-between ones right here. These ones can get a little harder to get in than I'd like. I probably should have used a drill bit that were just a little bit bigger. But they're in, and everything looks good. Everything's perfectly straight. 6 in the line. You just want to make sure that these aren't moving around. You want to make sure they're really tight so that it's really firm. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the neck on. So here's my body. Neck goes in like that, like I said. And you just want to make sure that it's nice and tight. No gaps. Push it in, especially here. Make sure that that's really smooth. I'm not super worried with this because it's a Warmoth neck with a Warmoth body. And they're made to kind of go together. These are the neck screws. Just getting them out. I can see this isn't in all the way, so I actually have to push it in and down. There we go. So now I can see it's really, really a tight fit all the way through, and it's in as far as it can go, so I'm not worried. My neck plate, this is a Fender neck plate. Screw, they just go right through. 4 of them like that. Make sure you have the right size, and then I can already see them coming through on the other side actually. So it doesn't really matter which one you want to do. I just kind of get them all started, to be honest. That's the way I find I like to do it, is get everything in. I'll try to do this so there's a better angle. Get everything started, and then I can go back and kind of work my way around. I'm not doing this in any particular order, and all I'm going to do now is keep drilling these in until they're totally flush. Okay, here it is. Final neck assembly on. The neck has been installed. It looks great, feels great. This is the 59 roundback from Warmoth. Guitar plays great. Sounds great, man. Really excited to play this. Once again, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.